Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to my review of Spencer, the 2021 film directed by Pablo Larraín, starring Kristen Stewart as the one and only Princess Diana. It takes place during Christmas weekend as they are at the Queen's estate. Let's get right into it. This isn't going to be a typical biopic movie, obviously, if you have seen Pablo Larraín's previous film, Jackie. It takes place during a specific point of time, and it is very much focused around these specific women and their emotional states and their mental states during this small but crucial period of time for Jackie. It was right after her husband was assassinated and having to deal with being pushed out of this position of power and also dealing with the funeral and all of that stuff. And here it is Princess Diana during Christmas weekend, long after her relationship with Charles has gone cold, as she's trying to figure out where to go forward with her life at this point. And I would honestly describe this kind of like as a haunted house movie. The haunted house would be the Queen's estate here, and she just feels trapped here, and she's being haunted and like chased down by tradition. A lot in the form of Timothy Spall within this movie, chasing her down and trying to get her back on track. And that those are like the ghosts of the past haunting her, and how she feels like so suffocated, and like how she has no control over her own life anymore, and how in these small ways she chooses to rebel, like through she has like every outfit picked out for her, like outfit for breakfast, outfit for church, outfit for lunch, outfit for the afternoon. Like it's like multiple outfits, and they're all picked out for her. And she just finds these ways within the outfits to rebel by not wearing exactly what they want her to wear. And even just little things as like when you come in there, when you enter the estate, you have to be weighed. So by the time you're done eating your Christmas dinners, you have to see how much you gained weight just to see just how much you enjoyed Christmas, like stuff like that. That's just like so as you can see by the way that they weigh her within the movie, so antiquated and old and like inconsiderate in a lot of ways. And yeah, that's getting me to a point I really want to touch on within this movie, and that is the portrayal in particular of her eating disorder. I have struggled with one within the past. When I was younger, I have gone to treatment for it. You know, I have a lot of personal experience with it. So the way that this movie portrayed it, I think, was the best I've ever seen this disorder portrayed on film. Personally, I haven't seen a lot of films in general cover it, so but the way this one in particular portrayed it was very resonant with me. Even down to these little details that only people who like have experience with it would notice. Like when she's washing her hands, you would notice she's paying particular notice when washing her hands on washing two particular fingers, because those are the fingers she uses to make herself throw up. And also the uncomfortability of people with an eating disorder during holidays in particular. This takes place during Christmas. So much of holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving are centered around different meals throughout the day. And one meal alone makes someone with an eating disorder like it's living hell, pretty much. So imagine your entire like weekend being centered around multiple meals and just sitting down, and they portray that throughout how uncomfortable that can be. That uncomfortability she has at the dinner table, on top of like all of these people around her who she knows are judging her, who she knows probably don't like her, who don't think like it was a good idea for Charles to marry her, all of that pressure, and you can just see it within her. So the way they portrayed that really resonated with me in particular, which is one of the reasons why I love this movie so much. I haven't seen eating disorders portrayed a lot on film, but this is the best I have seen it portrayed. And really, really good stuff there. But at the center of this entire movie is, of course, Kristen Stewart, um, giving such a good performance. Probably my favorite performance of hers. She's given a lot of great performances. I don't know why it's taken this long for people to finally realize she's actually a really great actress, but I'm glad it's finally happening with this movie. But yeah, she anchors this entire movie. It's pretty much a one woman show throughout. I mean, there's a few supporting characters, but it's mostly her in pretty much every scene. I can't think of a scene that she's not in. And she just nails it. She nails the accent. She nails like the movement and body motions and just everything. She does such a good job, and she's asked to do a lot within this movie, and she delivers with all of it. Because it is a movie with the plot isn't like super focused. It kind of just lets you marinate within this world and the emotion that Diana is having within this environment. Um, so in that way, it's pretty much all reliant on her performance for the movie to work, since it isn't very plot driven. And she carries it like you would like just wow, just wow. The Oscar should be hers right now. Such subtle work. Also, Oscar wise, I want to shout out the costume design here is amazing. It just really makes you realize why she became like such a fashion icon at the time. I was born after, sadly, she passed away, so I don't have much experience with her, but I can see now, especially after all these outfits, why she was such a huge icon. Yeah, all the outfits were really, really cool. And she like changes them within every scene. So yeah, I think either this or Cruella should probably win costume design. I would probably lean more towards this. Other technical elements, the cinematography is really, really good here. Really good. Pablo Larraín, I think, always has good cinematography within his movies. But yeah, it's very good here. Very almost dreamlike in a lot of ways, and in a lot of moments, and also very haunting in other moments. Especially towards the end. Yeah, the sound design was really good, but I think in particular the score by John Greenwood was really, really, really well done. I mean, it fits the movie super well. I think it may off-put some people because it doesn't. It's not a traditional movie score in any way, but it fits like with the uncomfortability and like just it makes you more uncomfortable because it's so off-putting and really, really good score. Pablo Larraín's direction, of course, as always, really good. Um, I wish he were in more contention at the Oscars, but that is a packed category, so I'm not sure about that. Yeah, right now I'd mostly say keep your eye. Kristen Stewart is definitely getting in. She's probably at this point, I would say, gonna win. Um, I would say the score is definitely getting in there. Johnny Greenwood probably gonna get in for this and Power of the Dog. Cinematography possible. That's a very crowded category right now, so not completely sure, but definitely possible. Costume design definitely gonna get in. I think it has a good shot of winning. Makeup probably. Production design maybe. It's pretty much all I can think of right now. None of the other performances. I mean, Sally Hawkins was really good in this, but she has very limited screen time. And also both of the actors who play the young versions of George and Harry were really good. And Sean Harris as the chef in this movie surprised me. I've only really seen him as the Mission Impossible villain in those movies. But in this movie, he did a really good job. I liked him a little more than Timothy Spall, who also does a really good job. Um, yeah, I would say the standout scenes within the movie would definitely be the scenes with her and her sons, just because you can tell throughout the movie she's like so down and depressed, and then when she's in these scenes with her sons, she still manages to be like upbeat and happy for them. And her relationship in particular with I forget which one's which, the older one. I think that's George. Yeah, her relationship with him in particular was very nice, and especially towards the end, like when she runs into the bathroom and he's telling her you're being silly and all that. Really nice stuff. And the other standout scene would be scenes, I guess, would be the scenes at the dinner table. Really resonated with me. And the tension within them was really nice. And I liked how you also sometimes couldn't tell what was real and what was fake. She sometimes was imagining things, sometimes she wasn't. One scene, like when she breaks the necklace and it falls in the soup and she starts eating the soup, but also the scene with where she has the wire cutters and she's just staring like out the window after she cuts down the drapes, and like I didn't expect it at all. She like wire cuts her arm and it's like intense. It's like looks very painful. It looks like Kristen Stewart almost like maybe just actually did that. I don't know if she did, uh, but and then like a few scenes afterwards, it's like gone. So like, did she actually do that? So I really liked that, and I liked how it also showed Diana's like mental state in the way she had a lot of she had a lot of what's the word, like conspiracies. Like she thought people were like conspiring against her, which in some ways was probably true. But in other ways, like with Timothy Spall, I don't think that was true within the scene where she kind of thought he was doing that. And also, the scene with Timothy Spall that stands out for me the most would be the scene where she goes into the like kitchen walk-in kitchen fridge at the end of the night to eat the food that she didn't eat during the meals, and he catches her doing that, and he it's like right as it passes midnight, so he says like Merry Christmas and all that stuff. That was a really good scene. Yeah, but overall, really really good movie. I think it's my favorite of the year, to be honest. I mean, Dune like was like amazing. Like they're both 10 out of 10s for me. I would give this a 10 out of 10. I'd give Dune a 10 out of 10. Those are the only 10 out of 10s I have given this year. Right now, I think I would rank this slightly above Dune, but we'll have to see how that goes. I need more viewings of this also, but really, really good movie. Check it out. Very good. I think I'm switching this next line.